Okay guys, it's a lot later now than when I last vlogged, but I'm back in my dorm and I thought I would debrief you guys kind of what's been happening, because I know I also ended yesterday's vlog quite abruptly. So basically, like, this entire week has been quite stress inducing for me, but basically in February I've been traveling a lot. I haven't really been able to have the chance to like vlog and do all that, and also it's just because I've been traveling a lot, I haven't really had the weekends to myself to work, and I've just been very overwhelmed with schoolwork, and that's also why I've kind of like slowed down on the whole like YouTube thing. But anyways, I've just basically been trying to spend this entire week like working as hard as possible to catch up on my work, and I think I like definitely overworked myself a little bit because I just had like a lot of assignments due with spring break and like midterms coming up soon. I have a lot of projects due next week as well that I have to work on, or I was working on this week basically. And yeah, I think it was just like a culmination of that. And also right now Parsons is going through a kind of uneasy state. Parsons, or not just Parsons, like the new school itself, they have been having some problems with their union workers. Like, the problem isn't the union workers, the problem is the school, but the school hasn't been paying their workers the wages they deserve, or providing them with proper healthcare and proper working conditions. I think this has been a process that has been going on for a couple months now. The school and the union have been trying to renegotiate contracts and trying to push for, you know, just fairer wages and better working conditions for their part-time workers. And basically a couple days ago it was announced that the union has decided to strike if changes are not made, or if they are not satisfied with the changes within the next week or so. But there is a very high possibility that Parsons is going to go on strike, and this happened last year as well. And the thing about the strike is we don't know how long it will last. Last year when they went on strike, it lasted like almost a month basically. Just thinking about that is very stressful and anxiety inducing, and it's also very frustrating because experiencing these past few days and hearing people talk about it, I've come to realize that a lot of people here like have very different levels of privilege. So, and that's not to say that I don't think I'm privileged. I am very much so privileged, and I'm very grateful that I'm able to attend this institution. But I am not as financially wealthy as some of my peers or classmates, and hearing people like that who don't really have to worry about money or kind of like where their money or tuition goes talk about the strike, and hearing them wish for a strike just for the sole reason of them not having to go to class or having to do schoolwork is very frustrating, because I value my education here at Parsons a lot, and it kind of made everything worse for me, I guess, because it's like I was already stressed out, and hearing stuff like that just doesn't make things better. But yeah, and also yesterday was just pretty rough for me because I was sewing pretty much the entire day. I had my sewing class in the morning, and then after that I was working in the wood shop like you guys saw, and then after that I tried to go back into the studio to sew some more, but for some reason the serger that I was using just would not work, and I thought it was a problem with just that serger, so I was just like, I told myself to just go to class first and then go back to it later. But after my seminar class in the evening, I went back into the studio to use the serger, a different one in a different room, but again it didn't work, and I sat there for like over an hour just trying to like thread the machine, and no matter what I tried, it wasn't working, and it was just very frustrating because I had a clear-cut plan to finish what I was working on, and it did not turn out the way I wanted to because with the machine not working I wasn't able to really get any work done. And then so I called it quits. Today is much better. I'm just gonna take it easy for today. I was gonna go sew after my space materiality class and possibly go to the laser lab, but Miyu and I ended up like sitting at the UC for like 5 hours. If I do anything interesting later, I will update you. If not, I will talk to you guys tomorrow because I'm meeting East tomorrow for lunch, and then maybe do something after. We don't know yet, but yeah. It's so rainy. Literally can't.
Very,
oh my god. my pants are ruined. I stepped outside the store for like 5 seconds and they were slick to my legs. We basically just went to get lunch, caught up on a lot of stuff.
A lot.
Crazy stuff. But it was just raining, so we kind of just hopped in and out of like Testo, and we spent like 2 hours in there, you know?
True. Wait, 2?
Yeah. Like almost 2 hours. Oh. Like 1.5 to 2 hours. I need to focus on where I'm stepping.
True.
But I will update you when I get home.
It's not like a weather forecast.
this is the base of the dress I'm making for my studio class. It's a little bit like big on the dress form just because my model is taller. Now that I have the base done, I need to go get organza so I can put like my feathers on the dress as well. It's been a few hours since I last talked to you guys, but I basically just did work and took a shower and I'm about to go to bed now, but I thought I would update you guys on the whole strike situation because I talked about it a few days ago. But basically tomorrow, it was announced today that tomorrow the student workers are gonna go on strike, which was expected, but I wasn't expecting it to be so early because I was under the assumption that they were gonna meet again on March 8th, but maybe they'll meet on March 8th, like in a couple days, but they'll strike tomorrow. I'm not really sure if my classes are affected or not because this strike pertains mainly to student workers, but it's just kind of disappointing that this is what it's come to because the school went through a very big strike last year, and I don't know, you would think that after that one they kind of learned their lesson, but I don't know. As of right now, I still have classes. Classes haven't been canceled yet, but I think some resources might be limited or just unavailable because a lot of the labs and like workshops are run by student technicians, so if they're on strike and they're not working, then there won't really be enough people running the lab. So I don't know, we'll see how school goes now, but yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Right now, but because today is the official start of strike, professors have moved our classes on Zoom so that we don't cross the picket line drawn around the campus or the school buildings, and that's why they moved classes onto Zoom in support of the strike. So I'm currently in class right now. Oh. Are the lights turning off? Okay. I have digital fabrication right now and we are on Zoom, and as far as I know, tomorrow and very possibly on Friday my classes will all be on Zoom as well. It's already been announced that my classes tomorrow will be moved on Zoom, so that's just kind of what I'm working with right now. It's a little weird to be back on Zoom just because it kind of gives me flashbacks to when we were in lockdown during the pandemic. I'm glad that we still have classes, because, you know, it's very important that there's still some sort of normalcy, some sort of routine. But I do hope that the school will be able to negotiate better terms and contracts for the student workers and for part-time faculty as soon as possible, so that when we return from spring break, we can kind of go back to normal and have classes back in person. And also the student workers and part-time faculty get the support and pay and compensation that they deserve. So I'm just trying to stay at home, stay away from the campus, stay away from buildings, and just do whatever work I can here. But yeah, that's just it for now.